Hello, I'm doing my top 5 90s movies. Steph Loves did a video, not a tag. I don't have to do this. Even if it was a tag, I don't have to. I just love to make things hard for myself for no reason because I love tags. Not tag. I love um, countdown type videos, and so I wanted to do it a lot of music could have put on. I still, but unlike a lot of my videos about like favorite TV shows, for example, I did that and that nearly killed me because that was so hard to narrow it down. Um, this one it wasn't that hard. Like I wasn't. I'm not sitting here stressing out like, oh my god, I should have picked this. No, but I was filming this and I stopped and I to replace a movie, but I'm now that I've done that, I'm fine. But anyway, I've talked about these movies already, but you don't know that yet. You didn't know that until I just told you. But anyway, number 5 is Budget of Madison County with Clint Eastwood and Bill Sheep. This is a movie. I've talked about this like 3 times now, but Meryl Streep was in Iowa with her husband and teen kids, and they go off to a county fair to enter their cow into a contest. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. But they leave for 4 days, and Clint Eastwood comes to the house. He is a Nat Geo photographer, and she's outside. And he's asking her which way to go to get to the covered bridges because he's doing a story photo, taking photos of them for a story that he's doing, and she says, "I'll take you there." So she goes with him, and they connect. It's an affair. They fall in love, and it's complicated. And what I love about this film is that they're not having fun with it. It's like they're stressed, they feel bad, they feel guilty. It's um, a lot of high emotions regarding it because her husband's a really good man. He really is. So it's like you feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her husband, but her husband is a really good guy. But yeah, their chemistry was amazing. Yeah, so it was Madison County. Oh, I didn't grow up with this. This is what I watched like a few years ago. Like I would have to say 2 or 3 years ago, and it's become one of my all-time favorite movies since I've seen it. It came out in '95, so I've been way too young to have seen it when it came out. But yes, I needed to. And I never get to talk about it, so I wanted it. I was hoping it was a '90s movie. I didn't think it was going to be, but I was happy that it is. Um, Beauty and the Beast. I needed to put a Disney movie on here because I love Disney movies, and I don't think I have to explain this to anybody. Beauty and the Beast, classic. It's the songs, the everything is great, and I've always wanted her library in the castle. That's such an iconic library. Next is It Takes Two. This replaced Parent Trap. I love Parent Trap. Don't get me wrong. That's obviously 90s, so Lindsay Lohan version. But I'm talking about Parent Trap. And then I couldn't stop thinking about It Takes Two. And I was like, okay, I need to replace Parent Trap with It Takes Two. I'm pretty sure if Bridget Madison County wasn't on this list, Parent Trap would have also been on this list. But this is pretty much Parent Trap. These are the Olsen twins. But obviously, but what's interesting is they're not sisters. They just look the same. Which when if I hadn't seen this, and like I have rewatched it since getting it on DVD a couple years ago. But before I had it on VHS when I was a kid, and I watched it over and over and over again. And I really don't know why I thought they were sisters, and then I rewatched it and I found out they weren't sisters, and I was like, what? Why? But yeah. It also has Kirstie Alley and Steve Guttenberg who have like great chemistry, and it's just so pure and it's so sweet and it's so fun. And my friend and I used to act this out in my front yard all the time. Him with the Parent Trap, honestly, but this one, I need more people to watch it because it's such a gem, such a again fun movie. And then we have Now and Then, second to last. We have Now and Then. My Girl could have been on here too. That one was almost on here, but I had to make some sacrifice. But anyway, Now and Then. This is a coming of age story. Basically, Demi Moore narrates the movie, and she's narrating their childhood, and then these actresses play the younger version of them in basically the retelling of their summer when they were 12 years old, and then it's the kids, and then at the very end, the adults come back into it, but it's mostly just the kids. And have to say Christina Ricci's in it, and she's Macon and Ashley are my icons, but then Christina Ricci and Thora Birch were also very important to me. They were also two of my favorite actresses of all time when I was younger, and the fact that they're both in this was like made me so happy. You have no idea. And then you have DeLay Ashley Ashton Moore, and then you have Gabby Hoffman, who's also an incredible actress. And of course, you have Rosie O'Donnell and Rita Wilson and Melanie Griffith and Demi Moore. I keep wanting to say Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato is not in this movie. But the songs are great. I love the soundtrack to this movie. I used to have it on CD, and I listened to it over and over and over again. I think it's the 70s. Yeah. Obvious. Yeah, it's set in the 70s. But it's so... Is it? Am I wrong? I don't know. But, it doesn't tell me, but I know it's set in the... Is it the 60s? I don't know. No, it's the 70s. It's definitely the 70s. But yes, this movie is just so beautiful and so nice, and I love it. And then we have The Babysitter's Club. My all-time favorite 90s movie. This is my all-time favorite, not my all-time favorite childhood film. Hansel and Gretel from 1987. I watched it when I was 4. I still consider that my favorite childhood film. But I think this is my favorite childhood film when I was like 7, I think it was. So I was in the theater like twice, I think. They had it on VHS. Again, not the theme song, the soundtrack for this film, 10 out of 10 recommend. It's just, again, it's such a fun, wholesome movie. And a lot of these movies I'm not saying much about because Now and Then it's coming of age story. That's not what else to say. This tells you what it's about in the title, Babysitter's Club. So I don't think I have to go into that much detail about it. But I wanted to say about, I keep forgetting to mention this, but Christy, she was my inspiration when I was a kid. But watching this as an adult, she was like one of the strongest characters because her dad left her when she was, I don't know how it says how old she was when her dad kind of like left her, and he kind of like calls sometimes. He's not really around very much. And in the movie, he comes to visit her, and he tells her not to tell anybody because he has a job, and he wants to like make sure he gets a job before anyone knows he's there because he doesn't want to come off like a loser if he doesn't get it. And so she promises not to say anything, but then it causes issues. She's lying to her mom about where she's going because she goes to visit her dad, and she can't tell anybody where she's going. The only person who knows is Marianne because she was with Christy when her dad was at Christy's house, like outside Christy's house. So the only person who knows is Marianne, and Marianne isn't telling anyone either because Christy made her promise not to because she had promised that she wouldn't say anything. And so it's getting too much. And so she tells her dad she can't tell anybody because she can't take it anymore. She's lying to everybody. And he tells her, you made me a promise. She's like guilt tripping her. And he says, well, I'm making it like he broke all of your promises. And when she says, you never even called, he said, I tried. I was just busy. And she says, well, Dad, a phone call doesn't take that much time. And that, a phone call doesn't take that much time, has stuck with me for a long time. It has stuck with me. Because I don't think everyone owes you their time all the time, but if someone's saying I'll call you and they don't call you and they say, well, I got really busy, a phone call doesn't take that much time. It really doesn't. Or a text takes even less time. So I have that, again, that has just stuck with me. And it's not just about like a phone call. It's just like if you care about someone, you will make the effort to be there for them or call them or text them or communicate with them in some way, especially a parent. A parent should be going out of their way to communicate with their child, you know? And the fact that he wasn't doing that and the fact that he was excusing himself from doing it and he said that to him, that always kind of makes me respect Christy as a character so much because she wasn't letting him make her feel guilty for calling him out on his BS. She was standing on business, I guess, standing her ground. She did give in a little bit because she promised that they would tell everyone that he was there on her birthday, which you could probably guess how that goes. But yeah, it's just, again, that part is always like, that line has always stuck with me. But yeah, that is all. Goodbye.